All right, sound check. Monday. Good Monday. Good morning, Monday. Good evening, Monday. 8:33 on my clock, and we have a fresh trading week today. All right, so let's go and jump in right away sa ating mga major currency pairs. And of course, from last week, I have a list here that we can go back to if we still have enough time. So go. So go. AUD USD. Tingnan natin ngayon. Oops, sorry. The banner is still up. Okay. Puntahan na natin si banner. Okay, there you go. Turn it off. Look at that breakout from the trend line from Thursday. Oops, sorry. Natanggal ko ata. Ito. We are now on that floor level on this one. Okay, so abang-abang na tayo ng pullback. So, ibig sabihin, we are likely or expecting um, a bounce here, which is we're seeing rejection already on the daily chart. So meaning, this is the entry price. Kanina meron na tayong entry price dyan for a potential bullish engulfing. Pero hindi siya na-trigger on the 4-hourly chart. So meaning, we're getting in again right now, anticipating for this bounce. My entry price will be somewhere at 72.05. Alright, so, okay, from here, tingnan na natin. Okay, chat pa check kung okay na rin yung audio. Hindi pala ako nakamute ako dun sa kabila. Alright. So, yun, goods na. Okay, thank you so much. So, nasa AUD USD tayo. Balikan lang natin for the guys who missed that. Alright. So, one thing I would like to officially announce to everyone is that we're doing the session simultaneously. I'm doing the session in YouTube and we have people on Zoom as well. So, good evening everyone. So, yan, kaya nakamute ako dun sa Zoom kanina. But anyway, we'll do this, okay? So, sabi ko nga, though it was unexpected really for the price to break out of that trend line, kung maalala nyo to, we have been watching this trend line. But of course, we did not disregard that ceiling right there. Okay, so for me, I was expecting for the price to go back and really become an ascending triangle. But again, sabi nga natin, this is the beauty of the Forex market, right? It's a new trading day. Then there's new possibilities as well. So, ang pinaka-skill na dapat meron si trader, alam mo ano, is the ability to adapt to whatever the market condition is. So, that's the thing now. The price have been going down here. Right? So binrake niya nga yung 72.84 na floor. Tapos ngayon, in fact, nakaabang tayo dun for the bounce. Hindi nangyari yon. Nag-continue siya. Ngayon, nagkakaroon siya ng sort of like a potential bullish engulfing. Alright? So, oh sorry, naklik ko yung 1 hourly chart. So, dyan tayo ngayon ulit nakaabang. Alright, so sabi ko nga kanina, my entry price is at 72.05, which is somewhere a little bit here, okay? And for the people with me on Zoom, you know that we, or I personally, yeah, in some cases use this, so it will be easier for us to identify our entry and our stop loss. So, ito mas mabilis para sa akin, nakikita nyo dyan. Alright, so entry, stop loss, okay? There you go. So, mas madali yung computation natin. Or not necessarily like a computation, madali mag-plot, right? So, oops. 1-0. Okay, entry price. This is a pending order, a buy stop order. Entry will be 0.72066. Okay. Since we are on the 4-hourly chart, we still have about 30 minutes until the next bar closes. Okay, so meaning for everyone, you know, you have been with me for quite some time, you know that I always set an expiry. Take profit, yes, meron naman dyan, so that's reasonable, 1:1. It's optional for you to, well, for me, it's always optional to put a take profit, yeah, because I want the price to really go further. Pag tumatama siya sa certain ceiling, right, saka lang ako tawag dito, nagre-review further, right, or nagmo-monitor if that's a much better term, no? Okay, so from here, right, pag pinlat ko to, kita ko naman kagad yung take profit doon. So, what I would do is still not to put the take profit, but of course, if you're using a tool like this, mas madali nyo makita. So, that's my entry for AUD USD. Again, the reason why we're doing this is simply because now we're back at that floor level. All right, testing this level right here. What do you call this? This is coming from mid-March. Yeah, so for some of you, malamang nakapasok din kayo dito. Tapos ito na yung pullback. We were anticipating for the price to break through. Dito tayo nakabuy nung few weeks ago. Tapos umakyat. Kaso nga lang may ceiling, di ba? Sabi natin, we do not disregard if we see a floor or a ceiling, which is, look at that, which is definitely true for the market. And it have reversed. Hello, kababayan Mark. Good to have you. Good to have you in this session. All right. Thank you so much for making time for our YouTube session. I hope you're well and good there in China. And I hope to see you soon in person and meet you in person. Yeah, very very soon, my friend. All right. So next, we're on AUD USD. Just in case you guys are looking at H1, there was a good entry there earlier today. It's just that I'm not so convinced with this entry price. So parang if you were with me for the longest time now, thank you so much. Yeah, if you were with me for the longest time, if I don't see or I don't have confidence on taking the trade, I'll rather move on to the next one. Though it have moved a bit there, right? Kung mapapansin nyo, let me zoom in. Right, this is a good breakout. Yeah, a good breakout from here, from the previous bar, which had moved for like about 15, 17 pips, right? Yes, got on early 17 pips on this one. Good job, wonderful. Right, so for me, I was trying to see if I can get a bearish engulfing, right? Trying to see if the price can continue. So, yeah, there you go. It did not. Now it's staying still on that floor level. So we're going for another bearish engulfing here. Oh, sorry, bullish engulfing this time on the 4-hourly chart. Okay. Conservatively, I was waiting for the crossover, right? For this orange and blue line to go. Oh, sorry. Or orange and blue line to go in that direction. Then I could get in on a 15-minute chart, right? So, but same thing. I want those EMAs to cross over. So I was a bit conservative there. Until I decided to have a pending order on H4 instead for a bullish engulfing. It was not triggered. Now we're doing it again. So let's see if this time the price will move in our favor. Anyway, in just 20 minutes, we will get another 1 hourly bar here. Okay. And in or based on what I see, no, right? That's the same time that the 4 hourly bar ends. So possibly I can reconsider my entry price back to this one. I'm not putting the entry price yet because the bar is still active now, right? So meaning I could possibly expect for another bullish engulfing on the 1 hourly chart just in case this happens. So yeah, I will go back to this at 9 o'clock now, Philippine time, right? Or once we have a new bar, okay? So that's something that we can go back to before we end the session tonight. And while we still have time, let's go and jump in on a different currency pair, which is also breaking through some levels of support, right? Since what you call this here from the 14th, from last week, we were expecting for me personally, I was expecting for this sideways to show in the chart. It did not materialize. Now it has broken through that 05 or 0805 to be exact, 1.0850 pala, not sorry, my eyes. Yeah, 0850, right, floor level. Now it has broken through that level. Then the 0777 level is also broken. So we'll see if the downtrend this time is likely to continue or not. So meaning if the downtrend is expected, I would like to see a pullback at least back to the resistance, right? And if we go to the 4 hourly chart, it tried to go back early, but it's just not enough to touch the resistance right here. So short-term downtrend, let me remove this trend line right here for you. So short-term downtrend, pwede nating anticipate etong part na to, okay? So wave, wave, or you can count this little wave if you wish. Yeah, wave. So knowing or seeing the pattern, I am expecting for this to happen. Then we go and sell again. All right. Probably for some, you're likely to look into like, if we are expecting for the price to move up first, then why not let's go for a quick buy? Of course you can. It's just that if you go to these analysis right here, right, notice that the EMAs are also acting as your resistance dynamically. So now it's touching there. I just want the price to go back a little bit. I just want it to pull back a little bit more, right? Pero the buy there is not as high probability that I see compared to a sell. So that's why, though you would say if the expectation is for the price to go up first before going down, why not take a buy? I'm not really confident on taking that buy. So again, everything depends on the trader's confidence based on the market condition. Okay, and some people, all right, let me just point this out. Some people, kasi if they don't understand what the market condition is, they take it as like a personal insult to their intelligence. That's not how it is. What you need to understand as a trader is you are taking the trade. You are not taking a trade on behalf of someone else or for someone else. Okay? So, anong ibig sabihin nun? Alright? Anong ibig sabihin nun? If you do not see the possibility of getting into the trade, then no one is forcing you. Just move on to the next currency pair. Be the trader that you want to be, right? With personal discretion. Okay, not someone else's you're following someone else's discretion or your decisions, right? So yun yung sa akin. Yes. Good evening. All right. So but anyway, wait. No. Yes. Okay. There you go. So that's the Euro USD. I would like to see a little pullback there first before I go for another sell. On a 15-minute chart. Okay, wait ha. Object list. Halo siya dito. This should only be, yes, okay. So just give me 1 sec para hindi lang ako malito. Alright. Yan. Visualization. Tamali na naman ako. Yep. Okay. So, I will see what happens to Euro USD for the next couple of hours based on our expectation. So for now, no trade tayo done. I'm going to GBP USD, which also is almost identical if you notice, right? It's almost identical with how it looks like, right? If you see, there are two horizontal lines that I have set there, and the price have broken through both horizontal lines. Okay, just for the sake of having a much clearer view of where the price is coming from. Now let me draw another horizontal line right here. Okay, so this is where the price was coming from. Okay, I'm not sure if I have pointed this out, if you can remember, right? Look at that descending triangle, and there you go, the breakout happened. All right, so now we are testing this level right here. Okay, let me go to my line chart so you can really see. You can actually extend it a little bit more for this touch right here, and of course considering that there's a ceiling there as well. So if you go back to your bar chart, so again, we are sitting on that floor level where the price can possibly do this. Yeah, kasi again, why are we expecting for the price to do this? Well, it's coming from above the horizontal line. But if it was coming below the horizontal line, I would expect for the price to do the opposite. Okay? Again, going back to doing your analysis, for me, it is as simple as knowing where the price is coming from, where it is now, and where it is likely to go next. As simple as that, right? If you find it a little confusing, or you would say too technical, I don't say it would be too technical, but yeah, that's the simplest way I can put it, right? Just so let me know in the comment section or send me a private message on my Facebook account if you have other thoughts about what I've said. Yeah, analysis for me is knowing where the price is coming from, where it is now, and where it is likely to go next. Yep. So let me know of your thoughts. All right. So GBP USD bouncing off the floor level. We're seeing this. It's just that medyo malayo siya sa bullish engulfing na gusto natin, right? But it's becoming a pin bar now, so meaning at 9 o'clock there is a possibility for me to go and take that as a what do you call this, a reasonable reference for my entry price. For H1, I hope, kababayan Mark, you also have the chance to go and jump in on this one. right? Look at this, a beautiful bullish engulfing. This is the one that I did not see earlier, right? I did not have the chance to check on this because I was just monitoring on my AUD USD and USD CHF, right? Because I wanted to go for a buy there and I have an existing buy on USD CHF. But anyway, well, look at that. As the old saying goes, you cannot catch them all, right? But anyway, the price have not really gone far yet. So ibig sabihin, if we decide to get in, I'm just waiting for a much better setup now here, though we missed. If we count this from my preferred entry price to where the price is now, it's about 8 pips and the peak kanina was about 23. So yeah, that's of course, if you were able to get that, that's profit to be considered, right? Pero again, I wasn't able to get in, so I'm looking for a reasonable entry price for myself. All right, so yeah, I think the pin bar is the most ideal among all the price action that I'm seeing here on different time frames. I'm not really a big 5 minute trader, not until or unless I use the pivots on the 5 minute chart. So again, I don't want to complicate the analysis, and I don't want to talk about the pivots right here because it's a different topic. Okay, so that's how I trade my 5 minute chart. It's mostly with the pivot. All right, so it's a tool or a type of indicator, by the way. Yeah. So, tingnan natin. Balikan natin in 11 minutes. This will be a confirmed pin bar. Then I can proceed with the decision whether I want to take that buy, right? Or not. So, for now, let me jump in on NZD USD, which is also doing the same thing. We are on the floor level. So, if you notice, at a point we talked about currency correlation last week, right? So, we're talking about currency pairs right now, yeah, that has USD term currency where we are seeing price going down, right? So a quick refresh to that discussion we had. If you put a currency pair, right, this is your base currency pair, this is your term currency pair here, right? So what's going on is the seesaw is pointing in that direction, meaning the term currency is getting heavier, or in other terms, this one is getting stronger. That's why the price is pointing this direction. Yeah. So yan yung nangyayari ngayon. So meaning the dollar is becoming strong when that was moved, is being shown on the chart, right? Or in real time, you're seeing the price goes down or going down. So yun yung nangyayari sa kanya doon. So lumalakas yung dollar, right? But of course, knowing that on this is the fourth currency pair that we're looking at, and all those currency pairs are now touching the floor level. So going back on that seesaw, right? Going back on that seesaw, knowing that the base currencies like NZD USD in this case now could possibly go strong. So meaning this arrow right here could definitely, if that happens, point in that direction this time. So meaning it is likely to go there. That's why we are buying. Okay. So I hope that serves as a review for everyone. But again, sabi ko nga, if you find it a little too technical, let me know in the comment section or just simply send me a message. Yeah. If I cannot read it right away, I apologize, right? But as soon as I'm available, right, I don't mind replying to your messages. Yeah. Okay. So right now we have a 4 hourly bar that is also looking like a pin bar, a beautiful entry price for a buy. So GBP USD, NZD USD is something that I want to go back at 9 o'clock now. All right. So meaning I have enough time to go through other currency pairs until we get a new bar in 8 minutes. Okay, 8 minutes. Let's go through other currency pairs here. I just recently closed my position. If you were with me last week, we were buying at this point and the price have broken through that ceiling. So now I have closed my trade there and I'm waiting for a pullback. If USD CHF have the intention to stay above 95.24 level, we are to go for another buy. Yeah, or if not, it goes back below the horizontal line, we could expect for the price to go down instead. So meaning, if that happens, that could back up our buy on the four currency pairs that we have checked earlier, if you can remember the seesaw, right? So, yeah, the seesaw and the seesaw example. All right, so yun yung pwede nating abangan just in case that happens. All right. So, let's see. Tanggalin ko na siguro tong trend line para hindi na ako malito or tawag dito. Um, mabother nung trend line na yon. Kasi technically, kung susundin ko pa tong trend line na to, mahaba-habang pullback pa yung kailangan ko. So, I'll rather focus on the horizontal lines for now. And of course, following this trend on D1 and H4, I just want to go and move this horizontal line instead. Okay. So what you're noticing, by the way, one thing I can advise you to do not add new horizontal lines all the time. Instead, use the current ones that you have here. Just move them around. Okay. Para hindi nagmumukhang pad paper yung chart nyo and it doesn't look so confusing. So my suggestion is have three, right? Pero if you notice, I have several horizontal lines there. I have reasons why. But anyway, as a beginner trader, you don't want to see a cluttered chart, and in most cases it leads to confusion, right? So what I would suggest is three. The closest floor, the closest ceiling, the closest support or resistance in case that it's just touching that level. All right. So meaning just like this. Now let's use this as an example. If you notice, I'm just moving my horizontal lines around. So meaning from here, since this is the recent price that the market have broken through, so I will keep that and tell myself that the price is likely to pull back here, and this is where I'm waiting for the buy entry, yeah, for the price to go up. Now the question is, how far can it go? How high can it go? So you notice I will just move by horizontal, the one below, to the next one that I would see possibly become my floor or ceiling. Yeah, this one. Okay, so meaning I just moved that there. So now I have a ceiling. This other one that I kept is now acting my potential floor just in case the price breaks through the current floor. Yeah, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's see. Well, you can have the fourth one if you wish to. Sorry, medyo magalaw yung chart ko. Okay. In case for some who says, what if the price breaks through the ceiling? Then you can have the fourth level there if you wish. Yeah, somewhere here possibly. This is the one that I'm looking at. Right, so this level right here. Okay, so if the price breaks through, then you can have another ceiling right there. So yeah, the fourth level or the fourth horizontal line is definitely optional, right? But to keep your charts tidy, I would suggest for you to have three. Yeah, where the price is close now, then the next support or floor level. Yeah, that's the second and the third line. Now in that case, what are we seeing? Okay, what are we seeing here? So yep, a pullback. This is a beautiful bullish engulfing, by the way, on the 4-hourly chart. It's just that I would like to see the price break through, so I'll be more confident on the buy on USD CHF. Okay, and looking at what the market is doing on D1, at least I would expect for it to pull back a little before I buy again. So meaning, there's a very good chance for this to go back below, right? Or just bounce off here. So that's what I'm actually waiting for. So if we count it by pips, it is still about like 30 pips ish. Yeah. 30-ish pips towards the floor level. So ibig sabihin, abangan ko na lang siya kaysa like jumping on a sell, right? Why? Because if I go to my 15-minute chart, the EMAs are not even crossing over yet. So if that would happen, yeah, if that would happen, and I would see this price go here, orange and blue will show me this pattern, then I would love to go for a sell after, right? Anyway, we have a move here to consider. Then if it could continue, it can go still a little bit further lower, right? So we'll see. Right? Wala namang masama mag-reassess ng position as the price moves the opposite, 'di ba? So, that's not a problem for us right there. Again, sabi ko nga kanina, the best skill that a trader could have is the skill of what you call this, being able to adapt to whatever the market condition is. Yeah. So, the next is USD CAD. We have 3 minutes until we get a new bar. All right, USD CAD is also breaking through that level. Look at that. At 3701. So I was again expecting for a pullback here, pero at this time hindi ni market sinunod yung gusto ko. So well, that's totally fine. Hindi naman ikaw masusunod all the time. All right. So I missed that move from earlier today. Still, I'm expecting for the price to drop back to the floor level before I'll be interested on another buy. Okay. Knowing that the price have moved on the 1-hourly chart, that's definitely good right there. A bounce, 18 pips in profit now. Again, sabi ko nga, You know me, as always, after a breakout, I'll wait for a pullback. Then that's when I decide whether I buy or sell. Yeah. So being conservative is totally fine. I tell you, that's totally fine. But if you want to be a little aggressive, that's okay as well. Just do not forget to put a stop loss on your trade. Yeah. Because a much crazier experience would be aggressive ka na nga, wala ka pang stop loss, you're not protecting your account, and you're seeing the price move the opposite direction, and you start praying to the trading gods, yeah, for the price to move in your favor. So not a very, very good experience right there. Okay, so yeah, a pullback on USD CAD, that's what I'm looking for. I don't want to touch USD yen still, right? Though I love USD yen, right? For the longest time, I've been waiting for this to pull back here. At iniwan niya na talaga ako dun sa taas. So, we'll see. This time, what I'm trying to figure out earlier is, what if we can go and have an, oops, sorry. Yeah, for another buy right there. So, tingnan natin mamaya, okay, if I could possibly,
It's time for bed.
oh, thanks, Alexa. So, meaning it's almost 9 o'clock now. So, this is the one that I'm trying to tell you guys. Yung nandun sa peak, that's, again, back at a price from 2001, and I'm not saying it's unlikely for the market to go there, right? Yes, it is possible for the price to go back there, and that's actually what I'm trying to figure out earlier, if I can go for a 4 hourly buy already, but it started to go sideways from last week. So let's see if a pullback to the D1 will give me good reasons to buy again, right? Pero if you can remember, I was looking for a sell already when the price is touching the 26.31 level from last week. So tingnan natin. A new week, a new opportunity. So let's see if I can have USD JPY back on my actual trading list. For now, it has been staying, what do you call this? It has been staying on my watch list for quite some time. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Do you use ATR to decide stop loss and TP? I do not. I rarely use ATR. For the people who could probably asking now, what is ATR? It's average true range. Yes, it could help you. What do you call this? Give how do you say that? It allows you to adjust your stop loss in a way that ATR gives you the average range, then you can plus minus there, so you can give your stop loss a little room, right, for the market to operate, and it will not be hit. But for me personally, instead of using the ATR, I would love to see the peaks and the highs and the lows of the price. So meaning I'm purely a price action trader, right? So if you notice, I put my stop loss, if not on the recent bar low, I'll go for the next swing low or the last swing low, right? More than just ATR, I would like to see the actual bar itself and the price itself. So, but I'm not saying it's wrong, okay? It's just that I'm not used to using it, right? At a point I've used it, I find it a little complicated, and you know me. If it's a little bit complicated, my 4 MB RAM brain, yeah, it's not really for that type of operation. So I look for something I can easily understand and easily operate with. Okay. Yeah. So if you have time, yes, there's loads of videos out there on YouTube as well that explains ATR. And I love that you're considering ATR for your stop loss, meaning you are protecting your account. Yeah, you're always considering to put stop loss on your trades. Not some traders who says that, well, it's totally fine. Having a stop loss is just another thing to worry about. No, yeah, having a stop loss is definitely will give you some peace of mind there, knowing that just in case the trade won't go in your favor, you have a protection, right? A safety net, kumbaga. Yeah. So yes, if the question is, would you suggest using ATR? If you understand it properly, yes, I would suggest. If you do not, then go for price action. Right, that's the easiest you can go for. And that's what what I've been practicing for the longest time. All right, so I hope I addressed that, kababayan Mark. All right, so in that case, it's 9 o'clock. I want to go back to GBP USD. There you go. We have our pin bar. We have a beautiful entry price there. Um, I will be setting this as, I would like to see the odd number there. So 27.55. Okay. Is my entry price, pending order again here, buy stop. 1.2755. 4 hourly, yes. And that will be 2000. Yeah, the bar will end at this time. So stop loss, let's go for 26.99. I'll go 26.97. Yeah, 1.2697. Yes. Okay. And there you go. We have a pending order there. We'll see if the price can go up. Initially, our target will be at somewhere at 34, 30-ish pips. If the price breaks through, we have a much clearer room there, right, for buying. But if the price or the market price like tends to stay here, I would love to take the money early, right, and reassess my position. Baka magkaroon siya ng downtrend continuation there. So initial target will be somewhere at 30 pips, right? If the price breaks through, we can extend the trade to run for an extended period of time. Okay. Next, NZD USD doing the same thing. So let's go and have this 66.25 is okay. Yeah, I like that. Buy stop. Right. 0.6625. Yes, same expiry. All right. Stop loss will be, I'll go for the last swing low here, if you notice. So this is a classic example, Mark, if you notice. So the previous bar, instead of putting it there, I put my stop loss here because this is the last low that I'm seeing, right, for the market to test before breaking out. So yeah, I always go for the obvious ones. Okay. And that price is 65.77. I like that. 0.6577. That's our stop loss. Then we put a buy order there. So meaning if the price moves in our favor, conservatively, okay? So conservatively, if you go and zoom out, you will find some floor levels there, somewhere here, okay? Then that's your initial target. Okay, so from the entry price, that will be somewhere at 30 pips as well. If the price breaks through, then you can go through the other levels as well, as far as the next ceiling is. Okay, so that's the beauty of not having a take profit. But of course, what you need to understand is you need to go back to it so you can manually adjust your positions. Okay, so anyway, we have another pending order there. USD CHF, USD CAD, and USD JPY are the ones that we're waiting for to pull back. Okay. So technically, I have 3 pending orders there. AUD USD, GBP USD, NZD USD, Euro USD, medyo may konting alangan ako dyan. So again, I only take trades on currency pairs I am confident being with, right? And of course, it's just 9:06, so meaning it gives me a little time to go through the list that we had from last week. Yes, done with that. I'll go with Euro AUD. Tingnan natin, okay? I'll go with Euro AUD. Thank you so much for the people who have sent this over, and especially for the guys in Zoom who have been watching this session, or sorry, this currency pairs for quite some time. So tingnan natin oops, what am I clicking? Okay. So Euro AUD, tingnan natin ano na nangyayari kay Tito mo, Euro AUD. Si Tito Euro AUD. Look at that. Let me change the template. I want to see the EMAs crossing over there. Yon. Okay. So, I think this is coming from Ma'am Tess from last week, no? So, Ma'am Tess, if you're watching this session on a later time, okay, so ito na yung na-expect natin. Hindi nga lang siya nag-pull back, so medyo gumano na talaga siya. So, is this a good entry level? No, I don't want to. I want it to pull back because look at this. Like your EMAs here becoming your resistance. So it just recently broke through the resistance. So we want the market to test that resistance. If it becomes a floor level, then we go and jump in for a buy. All right. And of course, with that, I would like to add my horizontal lines just to be more confident, right? Knowing that I see the ceilings and the floors of the market. Okay. So setting it there. If I am to focus short term here, so meaning if the price moves down, that's my initial take profit right there. Okay? So, tingnan natin Wala naman tayong nakikita in the middle. Yes, I'm comfortable focusing on this one. If we can go on H4, you'll definitely have something there. Yeah. if you go on H4, you can have another line right here if you wish to be a little bit more conservative with those movements, right? And look at that, a pullback, then go up. So definitely after that breakout, a pullback is something that we want to see first. Then we look for a much reasonable entry price. So sabi nga natin, if you go back to that list, so update na natin yung yung mga numbers dito. So right now, the resistance 1.4911 is the one that the market has broken through. Okay? And kasi itong from last week, kung maalala nyo, parang ito lang ata yan eh. Yan, 67 something. Yeah. So but anyway, so this is the one that we're looking for if the price goes below that level. All right? So meaning that's the same price. Bumaba siya dun sa support again. That's a new support level at 49.11, then buy tayo ulit. Yeah, and then look for a reasonable entry price. As you know me, I'm always looking at the break from the previous bar. Okay? So, next is Euro CHF. Pero sabi natin, observe further, wait for symmetrical triangle or possible break. Okay, let's see. Tingnan natin Euro CHF. If it's a symmetrical triangle, I don't need my EMAs there. I just need a black and white. Euro CHF. I go back to the daily symmetrical triangle. Oops, sorry. Let's remove this. Unnecessary lines. Sorry, excuse me. So meaning, this is what we are looking at. Yeah. This symmetrical triangle is now forming on the daily chart. Okay, it's neither an uptrend nor a downtrend, but it could possibly be a head and shoulder pattern, the inverse one. Yeah. It can still go as low as this and be a valid inverse head and shoulder still. Okay. Let me see. If I go and do this, okay. I'm using the trend line, by the way, to identify that symmetrical triangle possibility. Then the horizontal lines to see the touches of this potential head and shoulder or the inverse head and shoulder pattern. So meaning, if I am to trade this, technically I am late for that beautiful breakout there going towards the next floor. So meaning, if I would like to go back to this one, this is where my EMAs be applied again. So meaning, if I will add my EMAs now, I would anticipate to see orange crossing over that blue already somewhere, or that would look like this. Tingnan natin if I would add the EMAs here, so okay, that one, go. Let's have another one. 9. Let's have the color changed, and Yan, okay. There you go. So sabi nga natin, pag nangyari yung ito yung sinasabi kong orange below the blue kanina. So meaning a little pullback if you wish to go and jump in on this sell again tonight. So please understand na late na tayo sa entry. Napakaganda nung binigay niyang potential kanina na move. Nag-start siya dito nung umaga, tapos kung nakapag-set tayo ng entry price dito, the price have moved by about 50 pips right there, right? So yeah, that's a beautiful entry price to really consider. Okay, but anyway, we missed that. The goal is to look for the next entry price, which is for me a pullback on H4. Then we look for a reasonable entry again. So this is a wait and see, and medyo malayo pa naman yung symmetrical triangle. Alright, so ito yung sinasabi kong wait for a break. Yeah, so kung nag-break siya dyan, it could have been a different story. But of course, it did not. So we'll stay with what the market current condition is. Okay, so GBP/AUD is next on our list. Sabi natin pending order. Yeah, this was from sorry na, hindi ko na to na-edit. Okay, GBP/AUD. Okay, and let's go for I'll go for this one on the daily chart again. Ito na yung sell from last week pero hindi nga natuloy. So breakout na, update na tayo. Okay, reversal na siya, ladies and gentlemen. So hindi na tayo sa sell kasi from last week it was staying somewhere here. Can you notice? Nandito siya. So we were expecting for this price to go. It did not go. And instead the price went back up. Okay? So from here, Hanap na tayo ng ating buy opportunities. Do I see that happening now? Let me see. Feel me. I will go back to this one. I'm trying to. No, I think I'm over analyzing GBP AUD now. No, for now I'd like to like monitor this further. Wait, sandali. Yun na, meron ng mga what if moments. Okay, that's not a good sign to take this trade anymore. So I would like to go to the next one right away. GBP CHF is the one on my list. Okay. Yeah, that's one trick right there that I would like to share to you. If your analysis becomes like a kinda like it's kinda uptrend, it's kinda this, it's kinda that, just move to the next one. Yeah. Don't hurt yourself, as they say. Okay. Huh. No, I'll stick with the most recent. Then let's go this. Okay. So look at that. GBP CHF price have been pushed lower. Okay. Very, very close. I will wait for the floor level instead. So what, just like what's happening on the other currency pairs that we have reviewed. By the way, if you're not comfortable with just having the lines alone or the line studies, you can always adjust your horizontal lines here. The goal of drawing your support and resistance is to see where the price is likely to reverse. So anyway, it's not a way to identify your exact entry price. It's just a way to know where the price is likely to reverse. At least that's what I do for myself or how I use it. So meaning, in this case, this is the level where I would expect to find or look for my entry price. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, I would like to see it drop right here, just like what happened in the past. So let's see if the bounce can happen. So wait for support at 1.2114. That's what I'm looking at. And all right, so we're done with GBP USD and NZD USD. We have a pending order there. All right, so far pending buy. So let's see. So far ito pa lang naman ang nakikita natin. Same with AUD USD. Yeah. Pending buy. Okay, so from the list that I had earlier, so that's the update now. We'll see how it goes come Wednesday. Okay, and tingnan natin kung paano natin ma-reassess yung position natin. For the people in Zoom, I'm sending it over to you now. All right. And that's it so far, guys. So it's 9:16 on my clock. And we have reviewed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 currency pairs in almost an hour, 45 minutes, I would say. But me talking about the things that I would like to do. But if you're doing this without talking to yourself, okay, trying to explain things to yourself, it could be faster. Okay, so I hope it helped you understand what the current market condition and build a trading plan for this trading week. And once again, thank you so much for spending time with me and for making time for our market analysis. All right, so I'll see you guys again on Wednesday, same time, charts up at 8:30. You guys have a wonderful evening. Yeah, trade safely, create a trading plan, trade your trading plan, not someone else's trading plan, and if it becomes stressful, move to the next currency pair. It should not be stressful because trading should be fun, everyone. So I see you guys next session. Bye for now. Cheers. Stay healthy.